Accounts Committee Chair. It is 12:03, Chair. You can start the meeting, Chair, and we've got quorum. We've got 6 members out of the 7 members of the Public Accounts Committee Chairperson. Good afternoon.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davids. Welcome, members, to our first Public Accounts Committee meeting. Before we're going to start, we're going to ask members just to introduce themselves for the record. With us, I see as Mr. Davids, Ms. Lizette Kluter, and also our IT man, Mr. Hassan. But can the members, just for the record purposes, introduce themselves? Thank you. And can you just put your camera on and then off again when you're done? Thank you very much.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Member Boyson, and I'm an alternate member of this committee.
Good morning, everyone. I am Member Peter Johnson. I am a member of this committee. Apologies for not switching my camera on. It says no available camera found. Perhaps it's just the IT issue this morning.
Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I'm Benedicta van Minnen. I wish this were my background behind me, but unfortunately it isn't. Thanks.
Thank you very much, member.
Good afternoon. I am member Nomafrench Mbombo, the permanent member of this committee. Thank you.
Thank you, member Mbombo.
Afternoon, colleagues. I'm Pedro Pietrus.
Thank you, member Pietrus.
Chair, then I see this member Van Wyk is also online, but he's on hold, Chairperson. So I just going to request ITE sitting in the meeting if they can just sort out that issue, to just sort out member Van Wyk, so that he can just put on the mic if he wants to say something, Chair. Thank you.
Please, thank you, Mr. Davids. Members, I'm just waiting for Mr. Member Van Wyk to be sorted out, and then we can commence with our meeting.
Chairperson, can I perhaps make a proposal, Chair, that we continue with the meeting? Yeah, while IT sorting out member Van Wyk. Yes, the member Van Wyk has sent a message that he sees that he's still on hold. So IT is busy sorting that out, and we are seeing the messages of member Van Wyk, Chair. Chair, if member Van Wyk wants to add any input, then he can type it in as he did now, Chair, and then we will just relay what he said to the meeting, Chair. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you very much. I see member Nonkontlo also in the meeting. Member Nonkontlo. We're just doing introductions.
Greetings, Chairperson, and greetings to colleagues. I'm Member Nkondlo, also a member of the committee.
Thank you very much. So we can continue. Before we continue, I'm just going to give the rules of engagement before we continue. I know that, let me just put my camera on. I know that we were scheduled to have a meeting next week, but this one was important. I spoke to Mr. Davids because we have a meeting tomorrow in Johannesburg, chairpersons of APAC with the coordinators. That's the 15th and the 16th. So we're traveling later on to Johannesburg, and these matters that we are dealing with this afternoon are matters that we need to discuss, because we're going to discuss that tomorrow in our meeting. So members, please, all members to be muted at the beginning of the meeting to avoid background noises. Members to flag points of order in the chat function of the MS Teams, please. All videos and audio must be switched off to improve the quality of the connection. Participants must switch off their mics once they have finished speaking. And then maybe just the last one I want to add to this is that a maintenance of order in accordance to the directives of the sittings of the House, of the meetings of committees by electronic means, ATC on the Friday, the 17th of April 2020, Section 8, state that when a member is considered to be out of order by the presiding officer, that the presiding officer may mute the microphone of such member and call such member to order. And then also there is also directives of Section 10 in instances where these directives are not clear or do not cover a particular eventuality in respect of sittings or meetings like committees like this by means of video conferencing. The standing rules must apply, and as far as is reasonably and practically possible, and instances where they cannot be applied, the ruling of the presiding officer must be final. So that is that, members. We have a short agenda, but it's, I think, very important points that we need to discuss. And the first point of discussion is, according to our agenda, point 2.1, payment of or non-payment of the African Association of Public Accounts Committee annual membership fees. Now, members, you have received all the documentation. The reason, the letter of the previous COPA chairperson, Member Mavumbi, said the reason we're not paying it because they must resolve and get the audited financial statements. All members were sent the audited financial statements, and that was the condition. We will pay if you provide us the audited financial statements. That has been provided. There's also a letter attached to that from the Secretariat explaining the outlay. I went through the audit payments and the financial statements, and I don't see that there's any problem of not paying our annual membership fees. So that is just my input, members, for your input. That is the first point. Members, do I have agreement? There's a hand, Member Mkontlo.
Greetings, Chair. I think as per the recognizing in the last SCOPA, that was, I think, our issue as the Western Cape is the audited financial statements, and also our concerns of paying whilst the due financial governance is not clear. So I think with that information being provided, I support that we can proceed to make our payments and participate as duly intended. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Member Mkontlo. Is there a seconder? That is a proposal from Member Mkontlo. Is there a seconder for that point number one, or is there a person that does not agree that we do not pay the fees? Can I hear from the other members, please? Members? Mr. David, is there something wrong with the mic, or is all the members fine? Nobody's saying anything?
Yeah, Chair. I see Member Petrus, his mic is on, Chair.
Okay, Member Petrus?
Yes. My apology, Chairperson. The function is also not working with me. what is the financial implication for us, Chairperson?
Yeah, there is the annual fee is an amount of 138,000. The money has been made available because we did not pay. I just checked with Mr. Davids. The money has been kept in abeyance until SACCOPAC pay, give the financial statements. They have given all the financial statements, and the money has been put aside for us. Then, if they comply, that we pay. So it's 138,000 for the year. Member Petrus, do you have that?
Yes. Thank you, Chairperson. Can that amount be part of the final decision that we make, Chairperson?
Yeah, look, that is now. Look, we the membership to be affiliated as a membership fee you pay. So all provinces pay a membership fee. We always paid it. I was a SCOPA chair from 2014 to 2019, and we paid the fees. But the only reason the previous SCOPA, like Minda Nonkontle has said, the only reason they did not pay is because we did not receive audit financial statements, and because they have done all the financial statements, all the books has been audited. So that was the only reason we stopped paying. But now that has been covered, and that's why I recommended that we pay. Member, I saw Member Van Wyk and Member Van Wyk.
Yes, good day to you. I put my hand up in the first instance to indicate that I was now in the meeting because for some other reason I was on hold. And I came in again. But I agree with you, Chair, that if the reason was that we were waiting for the financial statements, which was certainly a problem going back a number of years, I think to that 2018-2019 period, I imagine that we then need to pay over that membership fee.
Thank you very much, Member Van Wyk. So can we make that resolution that we pay the membership fees? Is everybody in agreement that we pay that membership fees? Because that is what we want to do. We're going to the meeting tomorrow. So we want to say that our administration will then, our coordinator will pay make sure that the fees are paid. Is that fine, members? Can I get a thumbs up for everybody? Thank you.
Yes, I would propose, Chair.
Thank you, Member Petrus.
Yes, I'm not in disagreement with you, Chairperson.
Yes.
Or with Member Van Wyk. What I'm saying, this is public money. We must, in the recommendation, the final recommendation, we must mention the amount that we are going to pay over.
Yeah. Yes, Member Petrus, like I said, it's 138,000 for a year. So the final amount will be 276 because we did not pay last year. We also didn't pay now. So we are a year behind. We did not pay our affiliation fees, and that's why the money was kept in abeyance until they comply. They've complied now. So annually you pay your annual annual membership subscription fee is 138,000 per financial year. Member Petrus?
Chairperson, if I can just come in there, Chair, if it's fine with you.
I'm going to give you now. I just want to just here. Okay, go ahead. I don't see. I wanted Member Petrus just to understand that is the final amount, 138 per year, but we didn't pay, so we'll have to pay for the previous financial year. But Mr. Davis, go ahead, please.
Yes. Chair, just to make clear, Chair, and to put Member Petrus' concerns at ease, Chair, that it will then be reflected so in the minutes how much we will be paying last year and this year's affiliation fees, as Member Petrus has requested, Chair. It will be reflected in today's minutes.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davis. Member Petrus, do you have that?
Thank you, Mr. David. Thank you, Chairperson.
Thank you very much. Can we move on? So we're in agreement that we pay. There's a proposal seconder, Mr. Davids, that we go ahead with the paying of the fees. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the item number 2. Is the selection of the Western Cape Provincial Parliament Public Accounts Committee members who will constitute the Council of Delegates, COD, for the 7th parliamentary term. Now, this is in the person of the C to go to be members of the Council of Delegates. Members, over to you. Member Van Minen.
Thanks very much. I think if he agrees to it, I'd like to propose Peter Johnson.
Okay, Peter Johnson. Do you agree, Member Johnson?
I accept, Chairperson.
Is there a seconder for Member Johnson to be a member of that delegation? Can I get a seconder for that? Member Van Wyk, thank you very much. Can I have another nomination? Member Nkonklo?
Chair, if we follow your criteria, I'm the only person from the ANC from here in the meeting for now.
Yes.
I think my alternate is not in the meeting, so I will put my name, and if there's any changes, I think through our chair.
Okay. Member Nkonklo has put forward a name. Can we just have a seconder for Member Nkonklo on the reasoning that I gave? Members, is there a seconder? Mr. Davids, do we need a proposer and a seconder for these nominations, or can we take it as is? Member Nkonklo has put herself forward.
Chair, if there is, Chair, just from a procedural point of view, Chair, member, if I look at 86.
There's a second for Nomi Nkonklo.
Oh, okay.
Who's the seconder?
Yes, there's a second.
Okay, so it's basically a member Nkonklo as proposed herself, and member Stoffels is seconding that, Chair. But Chairperson, if we look at the ATC 7, Chair,
yes,
of the membership of the Public Accounts Committee, Chair, it's for the ANC's member Lekker. So if the members of this committee does not have an issue with member Nkonklo as an alternate member to serve on the COD chairperson, and then it will then be accepted as is, Chair, if there is no one that's opposing, Chair. But normally it's the permanent members that makes up the COD membership, Chair.
Thank you.
But as I say, Chair, if there's no one.
Now, let me just say, Mr. Davids, what I heard from Member Nkonklo is that she has changed, that she's now the permanent member. Nkonklo, can I just hear from you? I think that is what I heard.
No, Chair. I was going to come in there. That's why I said I will then consult, because at the time I understood, or I was checking, I thought I was the only person from the ANC who was here. So can I follow what Mr. Davids is saying? Because indeed, my understanding is that the permanent members are the ones who would then be eligible to get voted for official work of the committee. So yes, indeed, Member Lekker is the one. I don't see her in the meeting, and I will just communicate such through the chief whip.
Okay, thank you. Can we leave it like that, members? Let me just see. Okay, that's Member Nkonklo's hand. That's Member Nkonklo's hand. Is there any other people that want to raise? I can't. The screen is just. I'm trying to see who's next. There's no hands up. Members, can we go with that? What member?
If I may through you, Chair.
Yes, go, Mr. Davids.
Yeah, thank you, Chairperson. Chair, yes, Chair. Even if Member Lekker isn't in the meeting, Chair, as you indicated, the membership can still that's currently in this meeting can still nominate and agree to her membership on condition that she accepts at the next Public Accounts Committee meeting, Chairperson. I don't know if I'm making procedural sense, Chair, but that will be the most logical procedure to follow at this moment, Chair. That there will be then a nominator and a seconder for Member Lekker as the permanent or as one of the COD members, and then at the next Public Accounts Committee meeting, then we can just confirm that, Chairperson through Member Lekker, because she's struggling to actually log on to this meeting, Chair.
Oh, she's struggling to log on to the meeting.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Members, is there any other views? Can we go with that view, members?
Supported.
Supported. Thank you. Members, I go with the raising of hands. If I don't see your hand, then I cannot recognize you. So I'm just asking again that members please raise their hands. The only hand I saw was Member Nkontlo and not the other hand. So I cannot recognize you if I don't see your hand. So if you want to speak, please let me see your hand. Thank you very much. So that is taken care of. And then the final item on our agenda is the selection of the Western Cape Provincial Parliament Public Account Committee delegation who will attend the annual Southern Africa Development Community Organization of Public Accounts, SADC. So not SADC, SADCOPAC. So that is point 2.3 to attend and members, you all saw the letter. You all read the letter, and the letter says that 4 members to go to Zimbabwe from the 9th to the 14th. They've asked, so this is what we got from the Association of Public Accounts. They want 2 females and 2 males. So I'm the 1 male, and then we need 1 more male and 2 females. Do I have any proposals for the names to go? So myself and the coordinator will go, and then we need 1. So it's 1 support staff, 2 must be women out of the 4, and I need to report this at tomorrow's meeting to see who's our delegates going on the 9th to the 14th. So we need to appoint the South African Accounts Public Committee delegates to attend SADCOPAC on the 16th annual conference and the 20th AGM from the 9th to the 14th in Zimbabwe. Members, Mr. Davids.
Yes, Chair. Chair, thank you very much, Chair. If I can just give 1 minute of background, Chair. Chair, this is an annual invitation. This is because we are members of the South African Public Accounts Committees, Chairperson. So through them, Chairperson, we have automatic membership to SADCOPAC, which is basically, it's all the public accounts committees of the SADC region that has a annual conference, normally September or October. So Chair, so they have requested that 4 members from our delegation, that we put the names down of the 4 delegation, of which you are automatically, as the chairperson, you are one of the delegates. So we're just going to need 1 more male and 2 female members to make up the delegation that's going to go to the SADCOPAC annual conference in the next 2 to 3 weeks, Chair, in Zimbabwe.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davids. Member Van Wyk, and then Member Johnson after that. So Member Van Wyk first.
Yes, I would like to propose members Mbombo and Van Minen to as members of the delegation.
Thank you, Member Van Wyk. Member Johnson.
Thanks, Chair. I'd like to second the nominations from Member Van Wyk.
Member Nkontlo.
Oh, thank you, Chair. Chair, can I request that as the multi-party committee of SCOPA, we, at least when there is an opportunity for a number of delegation, at least we try and ensure the multi-party character of our committee. So I am not making a suggestion of a name, but I wanted to suggest that so that we do not only have one party, with 2 delegates in a delegation, so that all of us, we can spread the experience and the learnings as different parties about SCOPA work. I would have wanted to make that a suggestion, Chair. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Member Nkontlo. Members, you heard that. Is there opinions on that? That Member Nkontlo is asking that we at least have a multi-party going over and not a domination of one party. Can I have your inputs, members? Or do you stick, Member Van Wyk, do you stick with your nominations, and Member Johnson?
Chair, I suppose the question I just asked, do we need to resolve those names today, or can we call another meeting of this committee once we've sort of resolved that delegation, perhaps among ourselves?
Okay. I'll get Mr. Davids now to answer that. Let me just give Member Van Minen an opportunity. Member Van Minen, over to you.
Thanks very much. I just want to point out that you yourself as the chair obviously come from another party, from the dominant party in any event. So one does have a multi-party character in this particular matter.
Thank you, Member Van Minen. Mr. Davids, when should we submit the latest for this names?
Chairperson, they would want the names by the 16th, which is this Friday, Chair, seeing that it is a regional international congress. Just for their logistics purposes, Chairperson, they have requested, SATCOPAC has requested that we submit our delegations particulars for the absolute latest by this Friday, Chairperson. Chair, what we can also do, Chair, is if just procedurally giving advice to the membership, is that we can perhaps also have a round robin where we go via email and just where you can just make this proposal again via email and via WhatsApp, and then we can have a poll on the Chair, and then we can take it from there. But that's only advice given, Chair. There has been proposals that's been given and seconded, Chairperson, not to go against that, Chair.
Okay, Member Nkontlo, I see your hand, and then Member Petrus of that. Member Nkontlo first.
No, thank you, Chair. Chair, I think my suggestion is considering the fact that indeed we've got a chair who is from another party, and we've got the majority party, which is a DA, and also in terms of membership in the committee, proportionally would have more members. So even if we do a polling or we do any other process, chances are, for numbers, the DA would get more numbers. So I think we must just resolve this thing here. If colleagues do not see it, the fairness in getting, we've got the ANC as the next big party. Then we've got smaller parties. So we could request, because we need about two names, we could request the other two names, one from the ANC, and ask one of the other parties that are in the opposition to submit a name to you by latest tomorrow, so that we can conclude on the matter and at least have a fair representation of all the parties. It's not like in that meeting people are going to vote. They are going to represent the provincial parliament. And again, it's an experience of members to go and participate at that level of regional scope work. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Member Nkontla. Member Petrus, over to you.
Thank you, Chairperson. I just have my standard comment or question, and that is the financial implications.
Yeah, the financial implications, Member. Look, we will have to pay for flights, but our coordinator, Mr. Davids, will give us all the details. I think they must still book flights. They must do the necessary, and then we will have the financial implications. We don't have everything in front of us now, but in order to book the flights and in order to do what we need to do and to make sure that we do get a delegation out there, we must have the names first. You cannot book flights and you cannot do anything if you do not have the necessary details, ID numbers, and also you must know, I don't know if all the members got passports, so all of that must be done. So this decision that we're taking today is a very important decision in order to go forward. Do you understand, Member Petrus?
Yeah. Surely, Chairperson, this is not the first day that we hear that we are going to send a delegation to Zimbabwe. I'm uncomfortable, Chairperson, if there's no financials in decisions that we take. I'm really
there is financial implications. There is financial implications, but the flights and stuff must be booked still. Can I just see? I see the Chief Whip is in the meeting. Welcome, Chief Whip. Can I just take your hand, Chief Whip?
Thank you very much, Chairperson. Chairperson, I just wanted to caution members with regards to the time. If the names have to be submitted by Friday, it's best that the committee handles it now, because those names and that report still has to go to the Speaker for approval.
Thank you very much, Chief Whip. Mr. Davids?
Yes, thank you, Chairperson. Chair, just to let the members know, Chair, that this is a very unusual request from SADCOPAC. Normally, annually, they would request all of the members of this committee to go and to attend its annual conference, Chair. So this is the first time, just to let the members know that this is the first time that we have this unusual request from SADCOPAC requesting only 4 members, of which 2 must be men and 2 must be female, Chairperson. And then, Chairperson, just to answer Member Petrus's question, we did get estimates, Chairperson, from the travel agent. We're looking, Chair, it's all depending on what days and what flights we are getting, Chairperson. We are looking at between 185,000 to about 220,000 rand. That's for the flights, accommodation, everything, passports. That's the members' SNT, all of that stuff, yellow shot fevers, passports. And the passports needs to be sorted out by next Thursday for the latest, Chairperson. For the members that's now being elected, the 2 females and the 2 male members, their passports must still be sorted out, Chairperson, because I have done some background queries with our International Relations Office, and it's only you that so far has got a WCPP passport, Chairperson. So there is still a lot of groundwork that we need to cover between now and when we get on that flight to Zimbabwe, Chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Kluter. Over to you.
Good afternoon, Chairperson. Good afternoon, members. I basically just want to provide a background in terms of all the queries with regards to budget. So firstly, SATCOPAC is international travel, and it was decided in 2019 or 2018 that all SATCOPAC travel will be paid by the Office of the Speaker, or the pool budget, basically. So I know chairpersons received briefings on each allocated allocation for each standing committee. For example, the Standing Committee on Public Accounts or Public Accounts Committee receives 180,000. But there's a specific pool budget that's assigned for international travel. And this will then basically be this SATCOPAC travel to Zimbabwe will then be based on the travel of the pool budget. So in answering Member Petrus' response that it won't be deducted from the actual yearly allocation of the PAC committee, but there's a pool budget. So each standing committee basically has an opportunity to travel abroad, not obviously within the 6 months of the start of the 7th of the new parliament, but after that. But with SATCOPAC, we've requested the process, how it basically works. The administration prepared a memo, and that memo had to be approved by the speaker. So this travel, we had to first request the speaker's approval for these 4 members and 1 support staff member to undertake this travel. We had to include the financial implications. That would be the cost of the flights, the cost of possible accommodation, yellow fever inoculations, all those expenditure, and this we presented to the speaker as well. So when the speaker made the decision, these financial implications were informed, and the manager committees were informed as well, because that manager is the budget holder of the pool funds. So just in response to Member Petrus, we have taken into account the expenditure, and the approvals have started. We are now at the committee stage approval, where the committee now basically decide who are these 4 members and and the 1 support staff member that's going. And in agreement with Dustin, it's a very strange request this year of SATCOPAC that the delegation should include 2 females, but yeah, we should then basically comply with the requirements of SATCOPAC in attendance. Thank you, Chairperson and members.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that input, Mrs. Kluter and Mr. Davids. Can we just look at, so there was 2 nominations. I'm just asking members now, and I think it's crucial and important to make that decision now, because as I see on our agenda, tomorrow we're discussing this at our chairperson's meeting. So I would like us to make a decision going forward. So is there any other nominations for the SATCOPAC conference? Any other names? I'm just checking my other screen here as well. There's Member Nkontlo, I see your hand.
Chair, I'm proposing Member Lecker and Member Petrus from NCC, who are in the meeting.
Yeah, there's a proposal now, Member Petrus from the NCC and Member Lecker from the ANC, but we have now 3 females and 1 male. So that is where we are. So we have, is there any other nominations? Let me just get Member Petrus and then Member van Wyk. Member Petrus, over to you.
Thank you for the nomination, member. But maybe we can do that at the next stage, not now.
So you decline? Are you declining, Member Petrus?
With the reasons I just give Chair.
No problem, no problem. Member Leon van Wyk?
Yes, I'm just confirming, proposing yourself, Chair, as a member of the delegation. So I think we're just making that clear.
Thank you.
So I think, yeah, thanks.
Thank you. members, we have 3 females and 1 male, myself, and 3 females. So we need a male and 2 females. Another male member, Petrus, has just declined that nomination. He said not now. And unfortunately, I think the only other male members on the committee is DA members. If I'm correct, Mr. Davids, the other male committee members is all from the DA. Am I right?
Yes, Chair, Member Johnson, and we have Member Johnson and Member Van Wyk, Chairperson.
So Member Petrus was given the opportunity. He declined. So now we must choose between Member Leon Van Wyk and Member Peter Johnson. Members, over to you. Member Van Wyk.
Chair, I would like to propose Member Johnson as a delegate.
Thank you. Member Van Minnen.
I would second that nomination.
Thank you. Member Peter Johnson, do you accept that nomination? Member Johnson?
Chair, Member Johnson saying that his mic is not working, but he's busy typing quickly. He says he accepts, Chair.
Okay, we'll check. Accept. So it's Member Johnson, Member Christians, and now we have Member Johnson, Member Christians. Now we have 3 female members. I'm just asking. So now we is there? So we had a nomination for Member Mbombo, Member Van Minnen, and Member Pat Lekker. Yeah, members, your feedback on that? Chief Whip, I see your hand is up.
Chairperson, I just wanted to check with Member Dustin and with Lizette, just in terms of the procedure. I'm just looking at the ATC for this committee, and Member Nkondlo's nominated a member, but Member Nkondlo's not a permanent member of this committee. Can we just get some procedural advice around that?
Okay, member, thank you, Chief Whip. Mr. Davids?
Yes, thank you, Chairperson. Chair, basically, Chairperson, if I'm seeing Member Lekker is in the meeting, Chair. So Member Lekker can basically nominate herself, but if she is sitting in the meeting like as a permanent member of the, then we cannot unfortunately have an alternate member nominating a currently sitting member, Chairperson. So it should actually be, Chair, procedurally one of the, for example, one of the DA members or yourself or a member, Member Petrus, that then nominates Member Lekker, Chairperson, in this, because we've got a full committee sitting, Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Member. Thank you, Mr. Davids. I just want to see, first, before I give Member Nkondlo, Member Van Minnen, I saw your hand.
Thanks. No, it was just, it's fine. It's not a problem.
Thank you very much, Member Nkondlo. Member Nkondlo, over to you. Mr. Davids, do we have problems with Member Nkondlo's?
Chair, I am just checking.
Sorry, Chair, I was muted. I wanted to say, when the Chief Whip asked Mr. Dustin to explain, I'm not sure what he wanted him to explain, because I'm sure if he was querying me raising a nomination, he could have just plainly do that. Because in the first agenda item, I participated and I even made a nomination. Secondly, that Member Lecker, it was communicated by the procedural officer in the meeting here that she's struggling to connect. And I think through IT, she has been assisted as a guest. And as an official or as a permanent delegate of the ANC, one has nominated her as a person who is a permanent member, in the fact that at this point she's got connectivity issues. Maybe she could speak because I think IT did assist her to connect. Thanks, Chair.
Thank you very much, Member Nkondla. Member Pat Lecker, are you audible? Can you speak? Is there anything you want to add? I see you are in the meeting.
Thank you, Chairperson. I've been struggling with the connection as a result through IT. I've been added as a guest. Good afternoon, everybody, and my apologies for joining the meeting very late. Having listened to the discussions and understanding what the rules are saying in this regard, Chair, I therefore move to nominate myself, Chair. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Member Lecker. Members, there's now 3 nominations for this. For the females, 2 females. There's 3. I'm just asking the question now. Otherwise, we know it's going to go to a vote. I'm just asking Member van Minnen and Member van Wyk. Okay, let me just hear because. Let me just hear Member Peters before I continue. Member Peters?
Yes, Chairperson, I second Member Lecker.
No problem. Thank you very much. The reason I'm speaking now is because of the DA's got the majority on the committee. And even if we vote, the DA will have the majority on the committee. So I'm asking just the question. Member, I think it was Member van Wyk and Member van Minnen that proposed. Oh no, Member Mabombo was proposed and Member van Minnen was proposed. I think it was Member Leon van Wyk that proposed it, and I think Member Peter Johnson. Do you want to reconsider or don't you want to reconsider? Are you happy with your 2 nominations? Because if that is the way we're going, then we cannot vote on it because the vote will not make sense. So I'm asking Member Leon van Wyk and Member Peter Johnson, do you want to reconsider to give the Member Pat Lecker the opportunity? If you don't, it's fine. But then we don't have to vote because vote is senseless. Member Leon van Wyk?
Look, I'm staying with my nominations of members van Minnen and Mbombo.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And okay, so unfortunately, members, that is the members that's going to Zimbabwe. It's Member Mbombo, Member van Minnen, myself, and Member Johnson. Member Peter Johnson. Unfortunately, that is what it is. We can't go to a vote because Member van Wyk do not want to retract his nomination, and unfortunately, that is where we are. Members, Member Pat Lecker, are you? I see you're unmuted.
Chair.
Yes, I'm listening.
No. I'm not sure what are you saying exactly.
Oh no, I thought you were unmuted, and that's why I gave you opportunity. But I think you're struggling with your device. I thought you want to say something, Member Lecker, because your mic was unmuted. But if that is why
No, Chair.
Yes.
Let me just say, understanding what the democratic process entails, I understand that the arrogance of numbers is always going to be an issue within the committees. Thank you, Chair.
Thank you, members. So that is then the nominations for SATCO PAC, and that is from the 9th to the 14th of September. and our coordinator, Mr. Dustin Davids, will contact you and be in communication to what needs to be done. But members, if there's no other, let me just hear from from the coordinator, Mr. Davids. Did we cover everything? I think it's only the minutes. I think the minutes of the previous meeting that we must have. Is that the only outstanding item on the agenda, Mr. Davids?
Yes, Chairperson, that's the only outstanding matter, Chair. I'm just flighting a chair as it's, as you can see in front of you, Chair.
Just one moment. I see, before we go to the minutes, I see Member Pat Lecker's hand is up. Member Pat Lecker.
Thank you, Chair. My apologies for what I'm about to ask, because I know that I have logged into the meeting very late. I want to get an understanding as to what has been the meeting's decision with regards to the fees that are supposed to be paid. Thank you, Chair.
Okay, the first point was, Member Lecker, just to give you just that, the fees will be paid. The only reason the fees were was not paid was because the previous COPA wanted the financial statements, and all the audited financial statements was sent to the Speaker, was sent to all the members from 2018 to 2023. We satisfied, and the committee made the decision to pay the fees. Member Lecker?
Thank you, Chair.
Thank you very much. Over to you, Mr. Davids.
Thank you, Chairperson. Chairperson, my apologies for not, I don't think that I attached these minutes to the email on Monday, Chair. And I would like to extend my apologies for that, Chair, but this is just the meeting, the minutes of the meeting of the last meeting, Chair, which was the election of a chairperson, Chair. And it was just present, yourself and all the members were present, all the alternate members were present. The parliamentary officials, they were also present in the meeting, Chair. And then Member Kaiser Verlander just indicated that she is representing Professor Mbombo. And then for the election of the chairperson, Chair, it was moved that you be chairperson. And then there was another nomination, Chair, and then at the end of the day, Chairperson, there were some inquiries about the procedural way of. Chairperson, sorry for breaking up there, Chair. Can you hear me, Chair?
Yeah, continue.
Okay, sorry. Thank you, Chair. Sorry for that. And then, Chairperson, it was just basically that you were then nominated and seconded as Chairperson for the Public Accounts Committee, Chair. And then basically, then the meeting ended at 10:58, Chairperson. So it's just to request a proposer and a seconder for these minutes that's reflecting in front, Chair.
Thank you very much, Mr. Davids. Can I have a proposer and a seconder for the minutes, please? The proposers, is that Member Van Minnen, you propose, and Member Van Beek second. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Second, thank you.
Thank you very much. Mr. Davids, there's nothing else to say. Is that it?
Chairperson, there's nothing else at this moment in time, Chairperson. Thank you.
Thank you very much, members. Is there anything else? I don't think there's anything else, members. Have a fantastic day and for a fantastic week. The meeting is now adjourned. Thank you very much for attending.